come on in. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe for more content like this at Morona Prophecy. And excuse me, we just gonna get on into it. And I ain't even ate breakfast though yet, y'all. So I'm eating breakfast for lunch. So you hear a little bit of noise in the background. That's neither here nor there. We're gonna get into it. So I'm gonna do my commentary on this video, and it just sheds light on the situation, and then I'm gonna give you guys some insight on what's really going on with these people, okay, in high places, right? And shout out to the Lionel B show for this video, because I will be looking at this video together with you guys for entertainment purposes and educational purposes only. All right, so fair use. And yeah, so we're gonna get into it. It gets real serious, but you know, you guys want to know the truth of how things operate in the music industry, up in the entertainment business, and what these crooked people are really doing up in high places, and how they get the celebrities, and how the celebrities become victim to these people. And then right now, so we're going to be talking about Diddy and, you know, ritual rights. And that's a tongue twister for me. So that's neither here nor there if I get tongue tied, right? But ritual rights, rites of passage, being a Freemason in the industry. They induct you into Freemasonry in the music and entertainment industry. And there is a blueprint. There's a blueprint here that I will expound on briefly, shortly. But first, we're going to get into the Lionel B show, and we're going to watch this video. I got the Diddy tapes. Diddy Insider reveals celebrity victims. Now, I'm not spoiler alert, but however, I'm just going to tell y'all a little bit, right? Remember when that book came out with Diddy's baby mother? What was her name? Dang, every time I get to talking about somebody, I can never think of their name, but of course I know their name. But you know, the one he got the twins by. Oh, Kim Porter, right? Okay, so they tried to say that that book was bogus, so they took them all off the shelf, right? They was at Amazon, y'all. So they was buying them books back because they didn't want the truth out as of yet, right? Of how much debauchery and decrepitness was going on in the industry concerning Diddy, right? But come to find out, that book is true. It's true. And I remember some of it too. And it's going to get real explicit, but you know, it was all ritualistic with Kim Porter as well, and she got tired of doing the do, and she was a victim as well, and it was just a lot going on. But she was already connected to him and had been through so much with him, and I don't know if she took any oaths, but however, being with a person who's in the brotherhood, it's like you taking an oath, you know, with him, because you can't, it's a secret. You're bound by secrecy, because you know you're with one of these top figures that represents the fraternity on the under. And then also he was a music mogul. He was getting into it, but he was so already so big. It was almost like it was Diddy's destiny to be Lucifer, to be who he was, Azaziel, the scapegoat. So we're gonna get into it right now, and I'm telling you, you want to stay tuned. You want to watch this, because it's going to get deep. Okay, it's gonna get very deep. So I gave you guys a little bit so far. Without you know, further ado, we're gonna get into the video. Now, remember this video. You guys need to watch it, because I'm gonna be pointing out some players, right? And I'm gonna tell you what's going on. So here we go. And then hold on, y'all. Hold on.
I had
Listen, hold on.
I done been confronted by so many law enforcement for the CDs. Even my studio equipment was confiscated.
Now, peeps, we have an exclusive on the Lionel B Show today.
A Diddy insider sat down with me to talk about the Diddy celebrity tapes he has possession of and also exclusive details surrounding Diddy and Gene Deal's involvement with Biggie's death and the origins of Kim Porter's alleged memoir. Now make sure you stay locked into this whole entire video.
It's gonna get good, y'all. I'm telling you. Watch. And I'm gonna give you guys some insight. My commentary.
Man, Diddy, we was having altercations from the early '90s to till today.
What type of altercations were y'all having between each other?
It was generational altercation. I had a godfather named Frank Lucas, and from Frank Lucas, he had a father that was under Frank Lucas. He supposed to have snitched. His father put the snitch to the foreman. He got killed. So I was in big beat with Tane One, and they didn't know I was down with Pac as well.
Okay, so hold on. I just want to bring y'all back. Remember that movie? What's that movie with the Lucas dude? With Denzel Washington. Okay, come to find out, see how they portrayed that, they acted that in the movie. But come to find out, look at Diddy history. That's part of his real history. Is y'all following what dude just said? Okay, and then on top of that, I want you guys to have a setting because I'm going to tell you the real operation, how it's going. Okay, so make sure you guys subscribe now and hit a like, or however you say, a thumbs up. I'm telling you, they ain't coming at you with this like how I'm finna come at you with this. Now look, think back in the days, the mob figures, right? But think about the mob bosses and how they organize their crime. And then think about today, the GY Mafia, right? Okay, now hold that thought. Now, I think he said Frank Lucas, right? That was Diddy's real life growing up. Is you listening? Now listen. So around Lil Kim, Diddy, Mark Arthur, they didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Coming around Jay-Z at shows, other artists at shows. They didn't know. How they found out, one day, Haitian Jack came to Relativity Records and told him. He was like, oh, you know Wyclef from the Food? I said, yeah, we grew up together. We went to Lincoln and Newark together from 5th grade. Oh, wow. He said, yeah, I just got this bracelet from him. He said, what you gonna do for me? He pulled out probably a 9, put it on the table. I looked at him like, I'm not doing anything. So, from being from Newark, we used to carry Tech 9. That was our favorite Tech. So I pull out mine and say, I ain't doing nothing either. So, one where he went to the other, he said, cool, I like you. You understand? I said, well, I'm a likable person until you change. So he said, yo, I heard you got a group over there, Artifacts, at Atlanta. I said, yeah. So he informed Diddy that, yo, you got somebody right up under you. You understand? And that's when Hit 'Em Up came out. You know, back in 2000, I got shot 6 times up at the Orange. Okay, so hold on. I want to tell y'all something. I don't know if y'all know the history on Haitian Jack, right? But just think of it as, you know, a gangster, you know, right, in its own right, right? Okay, so these people are already affiliated, going to clubs, taking over territory with the drugs and this of that nature, right? Now, you always need a strong man when or if you're still in the streets, but you're, you know, they're in the entertainment business, right? So they need protection and things of that nature. So they need like strong men and things of that nature. And then don't forget, a part of the music industry or any industry or something like that, they grab people from the hood and off the streets, like, you know, or people have dreams, you know, because you're born into poverty, right? And you want to get out. So New York City and places like this, LA, is like a melting pot. It is like the New York City is like the four corners of the earth. Are you guys following me? So what I'm trying to say is, it's all walks of life out there. It's like, okay, you can get rich, you can get famous, da 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 da, because it's the big city, it's the big apple. Are you following me? So these people, like I said, in these little clubs, you'll start hearing when he started telling the story. But like, there's scouts. Now let's take it to the spiritual, to the demonic, right fast. There is spiritual scouts for the demonic as well, because there's already a beast system working, that is been in existence, in operation, like it's been going on. So now just listen. Since you heard that, now just continue. It's gonna all make sense. Listen.
61 Avenue.
Man.
Hold on.
And that's when Hit 'em Up came out. You know, it went from there. You know, back in 2000, I got shot 6 times up at East Orange, 361 Avenue.
Man.
A month in Central. So from there,
Courtney
it was on.
Burgess.
You know, we kept going back and forth beefing. We did a song with Mike Geronimo. DMX's first song called Unusual Suspect.
Yeah. Jay-Z was on that record as well, right?
Not on that song.
Oh, okay.
He took got mad, took Hussein Figure off, put the locks up.
Now look, I want to tell y'all. Now, if y'all paying attention, look at the circle right now. They already mingling. Tupac is mingling in the circle because they're getting into the fame circle. They're getting into the money circle. They're networking with people, trying to figure out and navigate, where the money at. You get what I'm trying to say? And then everybody from the hood is talented. Keep that in mind, because you have talents, spiritual gifts that's given to you from birth. We're human. Keep that in mind, you guys. Let's continue.
Yes, politics went up because they paid us. So he went up against Mike Geronimo, made him change. That's the only person could have changed the song. The what, how he did it, why he did it, I don't know. But because we was with the pop out.
So he ain't want to have nothing to do with Pac or anybody that was affiliated with Pac.
Exactly.
Tell us a little bit about, I know you have information regarding like Gene Deal and him working for Diddy at one point and him getting fired. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
I met Gene Deal. He probably don't remember. It was up in L.A. It was a big party.
Okay.
Everybody.
Now hold on. Okay, listen to what they saying. What did I just say? Look, melting pots. They networking. They at clubs. This is how this stuff gets started. How the industries, the big people who you don't see, the shadow people, they send scouts out to the hoods, to the streets in the big cities, and they find the it spots, the lucrative spots. Now take it back to the mob, how the mob had these big cities and stuff sold up, and how organized crimes and stuff existed. Now continue. This is where they're getting this stuff at. This is the blueprint. Pay attention. Listen.
I mean, deep. All the industry rappers.
Look,
Him,
listen.
Working for Diddy at one point and him getting fired. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Listen.
I met Gene Deal. He probably don't remember. It was up in L.A. It was a big party.
Big party.
I mean, deep. All the industry rappers, deep.
Industry rappers.
It was fights going on. Like, people was fighting with bats. It was deep. It was like Badger Central Park, or a big park, where everybody fighting. You know what I'm saying? That's what I know about Gene Deal back then. I didn't know his name, but I know his face. I remember faces.
Look,
Gene Deal, he speaks about, the incident with Biggie, but he speaks about knowing that
look fake.
Diddy had something to do with shooting Pop. I'm not here to snitch. I'm not here to jump on the bandwagon. Man, Diddy been fighting since day one, generations family curse. You understand? If you know me, you know I don't take shorts. You understand? So I'm not gonna let somebody keep doing things, especially I know his background. Back then, '94, Wendy Williams used to call me, and she used to say, "Court, I know you. Who you think is the
That's
gay
Wendy
rapper?"
Williams, y'all.
Not show me. Who else? So I had no problem saying it. That was back then. It's 2024, 35 years later. So what happened was he speak about he knowing he did it, and he keeps saying that he gave the gun to such and such. You know, I'm looking at him. He's watching Ja Rule get hit in the butt with the plugs, and that's on the back of the book, the official book.
And so that's the plugs that was used on Ja Rule?
Yeah. So he telling the story. I'm listening to him.
Okay, wait. Is y'all? I know that went all over y'all head. Listen, because it's kind of chopped up how dude talking. Is y'all listening? Is y'all listen to what he's saying? This is how they get you. Listen. Listen. What? Look at the picture. Listen. You ain't listening. Listen. Listen.
Was used on Ja Rule?
Yeah.
What? What?
You know, I'm looking at him. He's watching Ja Rule get hit in the butt with the plugs, and that's on the back of the book, the official book.
And so that's the plugs that was used on Ja Rule?
Yeah. So he telling the story. I'm listening to him. What man sit there watch two men have sex?
So you caught it now, huh? Not weapons like you getting beat down. Weapons to where you getting beat down. Did you see he showed you the picture of Ja Rule's forced induction? Let me show you one more time. We're going to continue. You didn't catch it, did you? Look.
You know, I'm looking at him. He's watching Ja Rule get hit in the butt with the plugs, and that's on the back of the book, the official book.
And so that's
who
the
was
plug-
that? Was that?
And that's on the back of the book. The
who else is that other dude?
And so that's the plugs that was used on Ja Rule?
Yeah. So he telling the story. I'm listening to him. What man sit there watch two men have sex?
Right.
Okay, so first of all, I want to tell y'all before I explain, because I want y'all to hear more. This is a ritual. This is a ritual. This is a rite of passage right here. Now let's continue, and I'm gonna be scanning through this video because it get deeper than that, but I can't talk and show y'all at the same time. So I got to skim through some of this stuff. Are you guys hearing me? But hopefully I get to everything you want to know about the esoteric occult, because that is what's going on here. Okay, now Diddy is in the boule and he is a Freemason. Okay, that's established, and he was getting into it at that time during them earlier years.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I won't watch a man and a female having sex. You understand? The only person I'm watching is myself. You understand? I'm not watching a man, period.
Right.
He speak about he told Diddy and all of them that they was coming for him, but I see him in the car with Diddy. You understand? He should have been driving for Biggie. You understand? I respect Mace what Mace said about him. You understand? He didn't go because why he gonna be around people who don't like him?
How did you get involved initially with because we're talking about Kim's Lost Word?
Yeah. Because I knew Kim back from Uptown.
Oh, okay.
Way back then. Every D, all of them, I knew way back then. You know, because don't forget, Pac and Biggie was friends. You understand? I mean, Diddy was associates. The problem was Pac was sleeping with all the girls that Diddy wanted.
Okay, now, do y'all hear the entanglement? This be real rival, how do you say it, rivalry beef, because it's gangs, right? This is a deliverance ministry channel, but I'm not gonna go through that right now. What I'm trying to tell you, hold on guys, hold on, let me get past this commercial. Okay, but hold on guys, hold on. Okay, but what I'm trying to tell you is, okay, just think of this as a demonic industry, like Satan's kingdom, because it literally is his one of his domains, right? That he is orchestrating, operating. It's been running, whatever. It's been like that. So this we're just finding out, but it's been going. So these are Freemasons, right? Now, Diddy has already been indoctrinated, right? He was inducted, but he didn't have a Hollywood star or nothing like that. He was still working towards the light and illumination, and he was still going through the Freemason steps, right? The Freemasons are all up in this, you guys, okay? They are running it based on that. Like, they are using the magic, okay, the secret hidden knowledge that they want to know, so they can get their the desires of their heart, so they can get the fame, the fortune, the money, the status, the hierarchy. They want to move up. They want to be a prestigious whatever, a great architect. Okay, that's their whole goal, right? They want to be with Lucifer, the light bearer. They're paying homage to Lucifer. Okay, these people are Luciferians and they're Satanists, and this is what they believe in their operation, right? They have to worship deities, and these deities are over this industry, and so this is what they have to do. So this is where the ritual rites come in at. But what I'm trying to say is, Diddy became a gatekeeper early on because he mastered the business. He was excellent at what he did, and he was pleasing in those devil's eyes, and he got elevated quick because the door that he took, automatically he took every door. You get what I'm trying to say? It wasn't no hold back for him getting up in there, and he was so good at what he did. It's like Lucifer had deemed him as, okay, now you're gonna take this position. Think of a checker. Think of a chessboard. It's like chess and checkers. It's the Hunger Games. They step on each other and over each other to get to a different spot and or level. And it's really by levels, but it's not the levels that we think that the games of life that real people play. No, these are rich people, so they do other things. He was already messing with rich people. So what I'm trying to say is, you see the circles, there is demonic scouts singling out people, just like they singled out Diddy. And now, since they abused you and they did these ritual rites on you, now you're getting your indoctrination. Now you, in turn, you're the SA victim. Now you have to go out and gather people to this organization, this secret society. You have to bring them in also to move up in status, because now you're playing the game. You get what I'm trying to say? And this is what it's all about. So we're going to continue, but I wanted to say that because now you're gonna see, since I said that, how it's moving up. Like, and then how that's why in Hollywood, your friends ain't your friends. Everybody is a snake. Everybody is a backstabber. Everybody is out to get you. It's real. You gotta watch your drink. You gotta watch your company. They seclude you from your friends, from your family, once that they know that they got you, and you begin to start signing these contracts and stuff. And then they got these how do you say them? Think of the movie Pulp Fiction, right? Them gangsters was out there. Remember, whatever his name was, the Pulp Fiction. Think about that in the scenes, how they was out there doing drugs, but they was making money moves. And then, like, say if something happened while they was out there partying and getting their money in that area where they was partying at, or in the house, whatever they was doing, if something happened, they would call the big man, the fixer, to come clean up the situation and or take somebody out. Now, bring it back down to earth. The Illuminati. This is why everything's so perfect. Okay, because it's CIA ops, and then it's the street ops, and then it's military orchestrated. Like, it's all deep state. Man, let's continue. Okay, okay, just continue. Just continue. Uh-oh. Hold on, guys.
all of them I knew way back then. You know, that him and Diddy was associates. The problem was Pac was sleeping with all the girls that Diddy wanted.
And he became
From
jealous.
Madonna to Janet Pickett to Kim Porter to anybody else. I'm not sure about Cassie. I'll think it was
Look.
But
and then I didn't tell y'all in this video, but in the industry they pass everybody around. It's all orgies and things of this nature, getting having parties, all mingling, because it's all a networking circle. But in it, on top of that, don't forget about the seasoned people that are at these parties too. They're seasoned and they're demonic scouts, and they're gathering people for sex magic preparation. This is what they're doing, but it's levels for certain people. You won't know.
You know, that bothered her. So, you know, nothing to take away from Kim Porter. Any female, I'm not going to say her.
Look,
Females
he was with Kim Porter first.
Men have destiny. We got destiny.
Look.
Females have dreams. So every female wants that white picket game.
So that's why it's not too far-fetched that now Diddy is behind his red rum, because he didn't like him anyway, even though they was both in the industry trying to move up. Although P. Diddy was already established, Pac was in the game, he had money, but he didn't have what Sean P. Diddy had already accomplished at just jumping in the game too. Like Diddy, he was the boy wonder.
Big house. So I understand. You know what I'm saying? Not saying Pac.
But Pac had the ladies. And he had some Kim Porter's. They was running in the same circle. So they became jealous of each other and people that they was around.
Broke. Because he wasn't broke. He just wasn't ready to make her his wife. You know,
so basically, initially, Pac had Kim Porter first before Diddy got involved with her. Okay.
I got the email 6 months before she died. Before she got sick.
So she was still alive when you got it?
She was still alive.
Oh, wow.
So I didn't take no of it, you know, to go into it like it did down. But when we got into it, I got a phone call after she died.
That's the sound of it.
Okay, hold on. Let me get past this commercial. And what I also want to tell y'all is the women have to go through the same thing the men have to go through. Are you guys listening to me? The women have to go through the same thing that the men go through. So this is why you see the women up in the circles finding Pac and Diddy and the game, and because and Bieber, like they was all up in the same. Even though Bieber came later, I'm just saying it still plays in, because now they start going to parties, not white parties, regular house parties, and meeting up with, just like how you might go to your neighbor's house, except they rich up in the hills or something, so they going to their neighbor's house. But these are orchestrated, events and situations, because now Sean P. Diddy Combs knows the game. He has been elected in a particular office up in the music industry because Satan, his daddy, could trust him as being a good servant. Are you following me? He took the oath. He signed the contracts. He learning the game from other CEOs and producers that's already there, and some black ones. I forgot some of their names, but that's another video. But y'all know him. It's not only Clive Davis. He was around a group of people just like him, color, all that. You guys know the other black producers. I think one of them had passed away or something just recently too. But what I'm trying to say, he was getting groomed by everybody, but he was down with it. So he was doing the same thing, because this is what you got to do when you're in the secret society. This is a death cult, you guys. This is the occult that these people are in, like literally, hands down. This is the secret society. Let's continue. So what I'm trying to say is Diddy was put off in a certain area with an agenda to fulfill. He had to fulfill demonic contracts. Do you understand? It's other occultic things. It's just not music, making groups, recording, writing, meeting people, networking, making deals, paying your bills. It's a whole nother demonic orchestration of the black market, because it ends up with trafficking and also ritual magic to achieve, to get these deities. Y'all, it gets so deep. Let me just say this now, because I'm just let the video play, but I have to tell you. By this sex ritual magic that was taught to Diddy and also others, they go out and get victims, and they perform this Thelema law on the others. It is real black magic, along with voodoo and Santeria he was into. Sean P. Diddy is in, he's in jail. He was in alchemy. And all this stuff is going to be proven, because I'm going to take you back to the information. What you're not knowing, what you couldn't find out. I'm going to tell you. So just listen to the video, listen carefully, and they move in signs, symbols, and numbers. They are just now flexing their power by outwardly showing you what they're doing. Before, it was hidden, right? But now we're in a new era, day and age and time, to where it's being exposed spiritually and supernaturally. They got a tell, but they don't have to say it. They can show it in a sign, a symbol, a picture, and or a demonic code and or parable. And this is how these people are speaking and showing us what they are doing. And so now you're going to be able to see the signs and the patterns. But they send demonic scouts out. They put you in a situation. They record you for blackmail, so you can't go tell, because a lot of people are underage too. And that underage thing, that is a Middle Eastern occultic thing that they have learned from the deities over there. It's been adopted. It's ancient. It's all mixed in. They perform Kabbalah. They're into these things. And so what I'm trying to say is, y'all, with this sex magic that they perform, the act of the anus, and I'm sorry I'm getting graphic, but I have to, the butt, okay, that's the act of magic, because it has something to do with the chakra and the kundalini. And when you hit a certain spot or whatever, it bliss, it reprogram the male's mind, and it open it up to where it's like the third eye open, right? Y'all, when that third eye open through orgasm, through that butthole or whatever, because it's already condemned, by Christ, like, the great God, right? You're not, sodomy is not, you're not, right? So the devil do the opposite, right? So what this is like, abomination. You get what I'm trying to say? Things of this nature. So what I'm trying to say is, it's a spiritual breach in the spirit realm. So follow me, y'all. So when they do that, it illuminates, so they believe, and it open portals to where a demon can come into that person and or that victim whom they are engaging this activity with at that very moment, speaking spells and invoking these incantations, these deities, for this fame. And what they're actually doing is they're pronouncing curses. They are speaking this invocation. They are seducing the spirit, and they're also, it's like a what do you call that? Like, they're saying exactly what they want. Like, even when P. Diddy was, I'm just gonna say this, and I don't care. When you know how you hear the videos of P. Diddy ejaculating, okay, in the dark, while the lady is doing the acts with the guy, that's a form of magic. I told y'all on my last channel, That is he summoning the deities while he's ejaculating. That is in the Aleister Crowley book, y'all. That is under his sex magic, and we're gonna get into it. But let me get through this video because y'all got to see this video, and then I'll just give you more proof. I'll read it to you. Sorry.
Black Rob, Craig Matt. Even what happened to I'll Be Sure.
Okay.
Heavy D.
Hold on, let's see that.
I'll Be Sure. Heavy D. A man from Death Jam, I can't think of his name right now. There was too many murders around.
Sacrifices.
All these mysterious
his name kept floating up.
Okay, you heard what he said. It's all under Diddy. Okay, serial killer.
And that's when I did the book. Okay. I took it in. I didn't alter. I just dropped it.
Everything is allegedly, folks, even though it's out.
So I got another phone call after she died. I said, "What you do with it?" I said, "I got to get this book out." So I got a phone call from a guy named Wade. He had an iPod. He got a crime TV. And I spoke to him. I said, "How you get the book?" He said, "I got it from such and such." He said, "Yo, you talk to this guy named Ty Chris." I said, "Yeah, Chris Todd." I said, "Yeah." Talked to him. We made a deal partnership. And, I told him I ain't want to be the face of it and let him be the face. And everything he said was true. It's the same book. The book changed because it had Kim Porter face. So I like to apologize to the family of Kim Porter for putting her face. Let her rest in peace. This is for not to bring down Kim Porter.
That's the real book.
Dream that she wanted her story out. You know what I'm saying?
So the original book that was on Amazon that had her face on there, that's not the original book, correct?
It's the PG book.
Now, you hear that?
It's the PG.
Now, let me tell y'all, and I'm going to fast forward through this. I'm just going to spoil it. I saw a video, allegedly, to where Diddy was engaged with Kim Porter, right? And he was using the butt plugs. Remember what they sodomized? Code word, sorry. The other people with Ja Rule and okay. Diddy was trying to bust his own self in, y'all. The reason why he was doing this, well, this is my speculation, is because he knew he had to get, like, that stuff hurt, y'all. Like, this ain't no game. Like, y'all think all this stuff is for pleasure and stuff like that, but these people are being abused. Do you understand? Pain is the name of the game in the occult. I don't think you guys understand that. Let me say it again. Pain is the name of the game. So he would be engaged, like say you with your significant other and y'all are engaging in sexual activity. He would pull out these objects, right? And he would want her to penetrate him to the point to where his rectum was bleeding. And then after that would occur, he would feel bliss. Like literally like bliss, like like think of the most happiest time you are in the world. Like say if you hit the lottery for $1 million, you would have an adrenaline rush, right? Like I can't explain it because I'm not doing what these people are doing. But what I'm trying to say, the orgasmics or whatever, because he was summoning demons. He had been practicing this magic. She didn't say that. She didn't say it the way I'm saying it in the book, but since I'm in deliverance ministry, I studied the occult. I'm telling you what he was doing. Okay, because don't forget, y'all thinking he a regular person, but at the same time, this guy is practicing the occult because he's trying to achieve status. He's trying to gain rank. So you're ritualistic all day. They conform you into a new person. Do you understand? And then they put demons in you to where these demons are operating through you. So now you have to achieve something new. You have to achieve what Lucifer, the light bearer, wants you to achieve. And this is the way to get to it. You have to abominate yourself. You have to engage in debauchery acts. You have to commit heinous acts because Satan wants pain and blood, and he wants to be worshiped. And this is how in turn he give you the desires of your heart, the fame, the riches, the fame, status, the celebrity, the rich home, the homes, the all the women, the men. This is how you get it in the demonic spiritual realm, but it has to begin there. This is why they are performing this stuff, and then in turn it manifests. Have you ever seen the movie The Gate? Go watch part 2. Now let's continue. I'm gonna scan through some of this because y'all got it. We got to get down. It's deeper than what I'm saying. It's deeper than what this guy. Let me scan through some of this. Hold on, y'all.
This machine.
Hold on. They threw a wrench. We got to scan through some of this because the video is long and it ain't over. Here we go.
Little Diddy. They like freak off, get high and get freak off.
Hold on, what did we miss? Look, that's Snoop.
Dang.
Snoop.
You know what I'm saying? We don't hold our man hand. We shake it and get it back in our pocket.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And y'all know Snoop took the
We
oath.
got Diddy and Neo. And
Neo. And y'all know Neo. Let me tell you something about Neo. I heard some things about Neo too. Some very demonic things about Neo. Okay? But that's another story.
They like freak off, get high and get freak off. They all baby oil you up.
Look, and the GHB is in that oil.
Yeah.
A victim.
Not him and the son. That's the son, right?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, y'all. Look at that picture again.
Man.
Hold on. Let me see if I can get a better look.
Get high and get freak off.
Hold
they
on.
all baby oil you up.
Hold on. Look. All babied oiled up. All drugged up. Okay, the son is learning the ropes. He's been abused too. And I want to tell you some things in the occult. You know, I have to be careful how I speak, but they, you know, it's a lot of incest and stuff going on too, because this is what they do. Don't think of him as no celebrity. Y'all, this is the occult, okay? Hands down.
Oh, man, what the hell is that?
You know what I'm saying?
Not him and the son. That's the son, right?
Yeah.
And they have to do it. They cannot stop. They have to do it. If they stop, the money stop, the phone calls stop, the networking stop, everything stops.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And then they come for you.
And you got Andre Harrell.
Harrell, that's what I wanted to say. Okay, and the other black producers and things, there we go. See, the players are coming into, yes, play. Here we go.
Okay, so, you know, we don't hug on our boys like that, sitting that close.
Nah. And look how he looking.
You know what I'm saying? Then we got...
Hold on.
Snoop and Diddy.
Look, all the time. Did it stop? Hold on.
You know, in an appropriate way, but
that's a regular way.
The reason why they in there is speak about that, and with Biggie. Now, how you rolling with Pac? Just a big question for everybody.
Yeah, because they and also they switched the narrative. Remember how they was acting like Snoop was Tupac's boy? No. He was really P. Diddy boy. He was paid, okay? And this is how gangs run amongst each other. How y'all see Crip and Blood or Red and Blue up in the industry. It goes deep, okay? It's all with fraternity, sorority, and it's all GD and all of that. It's all demonic gangs, okay? It's territory. These deities are in these people. The ones with the suits on, the higher people than anybody you see here. They're all hidden. You're not gonna know who they are. You really really got to be good to know who they are, but I'm giving y'all some game here, and it's free. And I'm just telling you how they operate and how it's already orchestrated, and it comes from man, y'all. This comes from the Thelema law, the Rothschilds, the Illuminati, 1776, Adam Weishaupt. I mean, this is all trickling down, you all. Let's continue. I'm gonna be scanning through this because we got to get deeper.
If Pac came to death row and he was there, he went to court with you. You on, death row. You about to do some time. So, and I ain't talking about the record label, the murder charge. How do you find yourself with somebody rolling with you, and you with his ally?
And that's when they was inducting him and indoctrinating him into the game. See, a lot of players was already he was getting introduced into circles, because remember, Dr. Dre came up as the producer. Dr. Dre was a little bit smarter. See how some people who you hang with, they know the game, because the producer is the one with the bread. Okay, the rapper is the slave, but the rapper can move up to actor and producer too. It's ways you can move up by your networking. It's who you know. That's why Snoop was with Diddy, because Diddy was the man.
That's what it like.
He's sweet with his ally. Snoop's son grew up with Diddy's son. And we know
Snoop's son grew up with Diddy's son. Y'all didn't know that. Listen.
Let's see how far he was doing. He was a double agent.
Double
agent
agent
for the record labels. And he was a snitch for the LAPD.
Let me hear.
He was a double agent.
Listen to that again.
He with his allies. He's sweet with his allies. Snoop's son grew up with Diddy's son. And we know it. We just see how far he was doing. He was a double agent. You understand? He was a double agent for the record labels. And he was a snitch for the LAPD.
And hold on, a lot of them are. I'm gonna give you one example. You got your whack 100s, okay? You got your big U's, okay? All right, let's continue.
You understand? When he had the murder, he got caught with some weed. Should went to bail him out, but he was already released with no paperwork.
And you got your Suge Knight, but he gone.
He bought his way out of a charge of two white 50-year-old young ladies. You understand?
Are you listening to the age? Are you listening to the ages? Now think of your Biebers. Think of your Ushers. Think about the one victim who they silenced, who Jay-Z had put on his big front about that he didn't. The 13-year-old. Okay, this is the occultic secret hidden thing. The young tender ages, you guys. This is numbers. This is sacrifices by numbers. Also red rums by numbers, you all. Okay.
He don't respect no females. The black females, he put dog chains around.
Look.
You understand? So
hold on.
The black females, he put dog chains around. You understand? So
this was back in the day when nobody noticed.
You understand? We was at a party.
This is how they came into the industry, but they not really in the industry yet, y'all. They trying to get in. These were still street dudes. That's what he is reflecting on and showing you by the picture. But this is how these organizations grow. This is why Jay-Z is now considered a businessman. This is why Puff Daddy is now considered a businessman. This is why T.I. is now considered a businessman. This is why 50 Cent is now considered a businessman, elevating through levels. This is the rites of passage.
Well, show again at the party. Nas and Jungle, that's Nas' brother, was coming out. Pop, that's what's going in.
You heard what he said?
Turned around. Snoop made the way out, ran, left the sneaker. They wear Converse, tied up like Gilligan. But he take off running. You understand? Pop and Nas, they exchanged friendly words. They hugged. Made peace. They went to the right, went to the left. We go in the park. Snoop caught up with us with the sneaker tied up. I thought it wasn't that serious. But you walk around.
Snoop just automatically assumed that something was going to go down and he took off running?
Yeah. But see, that tell you that You understand? We deep. You got cats from Montclair, New and Day. You got cats from Death Row. We deep. 75 or 100 deep.
Snoop was scared at a party one time, is what he's saying.
Who's going to do some shooting?
And he ran.
Fist fight before it would have been a shootout. But he took off running. Nas confirmed, like, yo, it wasn't that serious.
But Nas piped everything down, you guys.
This and that. You're not gangster.
How did you feel, man, just seeing Snoop take off? I know, was y'all clowning him later on after that happened?
At that time, I already knew he wasn't a stand-up person.
Oh.
He just was a rapper. Like, you got some people, rapper, boxer, rapper.
What I tell you guys?
He just was a rapper.
Told you guys.
He was a house dog. You know what I'm saying? DMX is the dog. You understand? What I mean by house dog, he stayed under Suge. When Dr. Dre left, he wanted to stay there because he wanted to be the star. But when Pop came there, you look at all the pictures, he looking real suspect. Jealousy, envy.
Look. So look at this picture.
He run over to Diddy house. He give him the thing.
So look, wait, hold on, because they portray it different. See this picture right here? What he is saying is, remember what happened on stage? Oh, remember he had the machete. Oh, y'all ain't ever with Death Row? And da-da-da-da-da-da. Come to find out, it was an act, y'all. These people is, hold on, my phone going dead. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. Hold on, let me plug in my phone. Okay, so look, come to find out these people was acting. See how Snoop is looking? He was really hating on Pop the whole time. It was a setup, y'all, from the beginning. Man, let's continue. You see how that's real jealousy and envy in Snoop's eyes towards Pop.
So when he leave there, he run over to Diddy house, he give him the thing. Look at the album. Pop did something with Bone Thugs first. He told him about it. Biggie did something. You understand? He tried to laugh at Who Shot You song. Biggie ain't make that.
And remember they tried to frame Pop when he went to jail for that essay assault, and then he ended up getting shot up too. Before he got shot up again, they was trying to take him out. Then you all
Pop. He made it for LL. They had their little thing. It just was in an odd costume.
And they say LL was graping folks too. And you know LL is a Freemason. That FUBU with that one leg up, that's a Freemason stance. With that one leg rolled up, if y'all didn't know, with them pants, that is a Freemason. This man is high status too, but he's on the under because he's working another agenda in the industry. He's on the low. He's still running around. That's what his job is. And this is why you don't hear about him. But you'll hear about him one day soon to come because they all go down. Let's continue.
So, even when we landed in New York, he ran to Angie Martinez at Hot 97 instead of coming upstairs recording. You understand? So if you want to keep it real, just thinking.
I'm gonna fast forward through some of this because you guys got to hear some more.
Hollywood, he pointed at Diddy for Hollywood. They were talking about Biggie with Keith. You understand? The I don't know why they put the translate in the video.
Okay, hold on.
She. No.
Shot you because he felt like that would generate a lot of money because it was known that Biggie and Pop was beefing. But you saying that song was for LL, wasn't for Pop at all?
Nah. Because if you look at LL, she, Hollywood, he pointed at
And this is what the Illuminati do. They have these lower slaves. They have these bottom slaves make real beef out in the street, and this is how they also take each other out. And the reason why I'm saying this is because this is lucrative too, because these people have life insurance on them. It's a lot of money. A lot of these rappers and stars are worth more dead than they are alive. And then on top of you taking them out, you win the sacrifice to the demon, right? So you go up in your level in your Freemasonry, right? But then on top of that, you gross a large sum of money because these people was tied up in contracts contracts here through in the world, to where you're getting paid, what they would have had, their residuals and things of this nature. These people are taking their money and they're swapping their destiny, and then they're also giving sacrifices to these deities, and then they also have agendas that they're pushing out. Now Diddy is Lucifer. Now, Lucifer's job is to push the agenda of transhumanism. Are you listening? This is why he was popping everybody. And then also he has other spirits, and we know Baphomet is the induction. Okay, the reason why I say Lucifer is because Lucifer don't mind or don't care about putting hits and taking people out, like a Kim Porter situation, like really red rumming people on top of sodomy, Baphometing people. Are you guys getting it now? This is the brotherhood. This is no holds barred. This is the Hunger Games. That's why you have to be careful of the circles you run in. Let's continue, because I got to get through all this information.
Diddy for Hollywood, and we're talking about Biggie with Heesh. You understand? The I don't know why they put the translate in the video.
Oh, I know why.
Hype Williams' girlfriend.
The agenda.
I think that's when Diddy started trying to push same sex into the rap game.
Okay, now what did he just say? What did he just say? What did he just say? He just said that's when Diddy had started trying to push out, saying, because that was the demonic agenda. Somebody told him, in order for you to do this and be in this status, okay, I'm gonna put you off in this area. This what you gonna be in charge of demonically, this, and this is what you gonna demonically inspire and introduce into the world. Are you guys following me? Let's continue. Listen to the wordplay, because some of these people, just like I have a hard time sometimes articulating my words about the spiritual realm and what I really want to say. Sometimes these people, like, he telling you the story, but he ain't telling you like how it really go demonically. And I'm here. That's what I'm here to break down. Okay, let's continue. Hit a thumbs up.
So nobody really paid attention, but
comment if you like.
He had to, because she was standing up in the bathroom using it. So, he tries his best to push it on the ones who's not. So
now another part of that book as well. Okay. I want to kind of switch gears just a little bit. Mm-hmm. Now, in the PG version, there's X's. There's a bunch of X's for certain people's names. Like who was the X's that was taken out of the book?
The X.
Your facial posture. Hold on, y'all. They put a wrench in my thing. I'm got water in my hand. Hold on, you guys. I'm watching it with y'all too. Hold on. We're gonna get through this commercial. I can't help the commercials. So you guys take a break, get some water. It's only gonna be a second. But yeah, how y'all feel? We getting into it today. This is what they ain't telling y'all. I don't care what they say. Hold on, let me fix this.
X's for certain people's names. Like who was the X's that was taken out of the book?
The X's was for Snoop. Oh, yeah, it was for him, about him sleeping with, supposed to be in the bed with Diddy.
Okay, what did I just say? Diddy is elected demonically. He is the guy. They have to do the Baphomet. I'm going to just say the Baphomet. It's a ritual rite. Everybody got to go through Diddy. All the rappers got to go through Diddy. And when I say all of them and you can't phantom, please phantom. This is why they end up with the HIV, the AIDS. Because they're going to go out one way or the other. It's either going to be murder by numbers. It's going to be your illness. And the only how you get Clive Davis status, like you got to be a demonic, diabolical. You got, just like MJ said, Clive Davis says that terror. He ain't lying. It's a few of them. Diddy, he pay homage to Lucifer. So it's deities, you guys. It's deep. It's layers. However, Let's continue. Okay, you heard what he said though.
That's crazy.
They caught it. You understand?
Whoa. That's crazy.
They caught it.
Thank you, Melissa. 31.
Like I said,
God bless
we call
you.
him the director. You don't sit on his lap or do what did he want to do. It's cut. You do what he wants you to do. It's action.
Okay, and that was Diddy's form of casting couch. Do you understand? For the thugs, for the hood, you know, because rap is thugs, it's hoods, right? You know, it's diabolical, demonic energy music, right? That was introduced spiritually. I think they want to say Bambaataa. Y'all know Bambaataa, the one that essayed Hassan Campbell. Okay, so I'm saying the roots go deep. This music is really touched by the devil. Like, it's really supernatural, esoteric, spiritual powers running through this music, because don't forget, Satan, before he fell, he was Lucifer, and he was over he was over the music up there. He had more stuff that he was over, but he was head honcho up in the heavenlies over the music, the entertainment, the hymns and the songs, you know, for the Lord. So yeah, this is Satan's world. Well, he's the god of the air for the time being. Amen. Yes, and we are not of the world, even though we live in it. Amen. So, amen to that. So, what I'm trying to say is, before, Satan, the only reason why Satan is because he got a new identity when he fell, when he went against God. He conspired. So the Lord says your works do follow you. Their works are following them. So that's why everything is cultivated and mimicked and birthed from the spiritual realm first. You have to manifest that thing. You have to worship a deity. You know, you have to give yourself over some type of way and open a door for the demonic. Okay, and they use your vices. See, this is why Hollywood is big on drugs, on partying, on orgies, on fornication, on adultery, on things of this nature, on sickness, on disease, on just being polytheistic. It's because this is what calls Lucifer. This is what attracts the demons. Do you get it? And this is what it's based on. You don't have to believe me. It's here. We're going to get deeper into Aleister Crowley in a minute. Okay? Yes, he is. Yes. He was a cherubim. He was one of the highest. He wasn't a seraphim. He wasn't a fiery one, but he was a cherubim. Okay? Amen. Let's continue.
Me, I ain't never worked for it. Never will. Never scared of him. Not scared. No names I called. I see games spoke about he ran with Diddy for 2 years. He won the court. Who run with a man?
Look, red and blue. The gang. Remember I told you the demonic gangs? Now look, red and blue. And what did I say earlier? The red pill, the blue pill. Oh, that was my last video. You guys go check that out. But yes, I go check out my video about the origin of the demonic gangs. Okay, you'll see it in my playlist under the live stream. Okay, and subscribe. Give a thumbs up. I can't do it without you. But let's get into it.
I see games spoke about he ran with Diddy for 2 years. He won the record. Who run with a man that long if you ain't different?
What's the purpose? Like, what do they have in common for real?
Right. I think I sent you the video with him giving little Justin Bieber a bottle of liquor. You understand? He was appropriate. It's got no child pornography. It just they was at the party and he gave.
You see that, right?
He was only 16. Whatever was in that bottle knocked him out. You understand? Why they knocked him out? Who knows?
Now look, did you hear what he just said? Don't let that go over y'all head. Y'all saw that video, that substance that Bieber drunk. They said when he drunk that, it almost knocked him out. Like literally, because this is a young kid, never had any substances or anything, and then you taking a full-fledged concoction, GHB and other stuff, allegedly. But that's what it is, right? And pink cocaine, allegedly, right? Okay, you taking this stuff, right? You use a baby. So you taking this. He damn near OD. But don't forget, Eyes Wide Shut. Now, who's seen Eyes Wide Shut? Now, That's what I'm gonna tell y'all everything. It's a scene in Eyes Wide Shut, right? To where the harlot, the prostitute, the hooker came in to party for, the rituals or whatever, right? And she got drug induced OD'd or whatever. They have doctors on call. Are you following me? Doctors on call to try to resuscitate you, even if they don't care about you. They'll dispose of you because they got fixers. But just in case, though, they'll try to spare you, of course, because they don't want more trouble. They want less trouble, right? And then they want to call the hooker back, right? So, because she's already in the trafficking circle, right? Are you guys following me? Eyes wide shut. Okay, they had doctors there for him. Fixed him right on up. Nobody never knew. Kept him in that house and kept on grooming and indoctrinating and doing all that. Kept on doing it till he got used to it. He got turned out. And by then, now he's a victim and he's doing it to... this is how I get started. Oh, now go make beautiful music. This is how they do. Yep. Torture, pain, everything. They do it.
Also talked about previous interviews about Kevin Hart being set up.
Kevin Hart, they got
some type of party. Tell us a little bit about that.
But they been got
he was doing a house party for Diddy. Yeah. And Diddy took him into the bathroom and handed him mouthwash. Like, yo, here, drink, put some of this shit on.
They forced them. Is you listening?
I don't care how many parties I've been to. If I'm drinking liquor, I'm drinking liquor.
So remember how Kevin Hart was teasing Usher and all that? He got did the same way because that's the game. You won't know. They trick you, and then they strong arm you.
You understand? 70 proof, 80 proof, 40 proof. You don't need no mouthwash. But what made him look suspect, Diddy made his bodyguard come in and watch. So he couldn't pour the mouthwash out. He had to drink his mouth out. Then a lady, a hostess came and bought him a drink. And he had to drink that. And then that's when his world changed.
Are you guys listening?
Everybody think that was baby oil. It wasn't baby oil. It was GHB. It's a date drug. It's a date drug that you mix.
He's basically mixing that inside the cut.
It's called cut. Baby oil is the cut. You don't see it. It we pour it into a liquor, it folds. You know what I'm saying? It break up the thing. So if you squeeze it on somebody, it get in their paws. Same thing, like Spanish fly used to be.
What?
Okay, hold on. So we're going to get past that commercial. I'm going to fast forward it, and then I got something to read to y'all. Y'all, it's not over yet. Wait till I read what I had to read to you guys. Just wait. You're going to be like, oh, lady, like... You're going to be like, why are you telling us this? Because you guys need to know the truth. I'm tired of all the tricks and the games. I feel sorry for Justin. I feel sorry for him too, because he is suffering. Some of them make it, some don't. But he is split. A lot of them have multiple personalities. These Disney kids are MK Ultra. So this is why Orlando is worse off than Bieber. But Bieber is suffering from clinical depression and things like he at the bottom. Like, it's like he gotta be induced with something to keep him coping. Otherwise, he ain't gonna make it. Like, he gonna be one of them ones that, he ain't gonna make it because it didn't go well with him. Like, he's still down it ain't like Usher got over it and now Usher conformed and now Usher doing the dirt. Nah, Bieber, he's still having a hard time with that. I see Bieber's pain too. He is a casualty. He's a casualty, even though he's still trying to hang on. And Lord forbid that he don't become a little peep or something like that. I'ma just leave it like that. Absolutely, Melissa 31 says. Let's continue, because I gotta show y'all something else. I gotta read something to y'all.
Like Rick Ross said, I put that, see her drink, she don't know.
See, Rick Ross said that because Rick Ross, they did it to him too. They do it to everybody, but now he's doing the game. This is how he is producing and grossing his lucrative money in businesses, his cow or what his bulls on his farm and all of this. Okay.
They said, you know what you're doing. It's not ecstasy. Whatever he's going to put in the drink. They corny. That's why a lot of people out there who try to get record deals, you ain't got them because of these guys. They don't want you to know that. They don't know. They want you to let them know it ain't about changing the way you dress or your voice. It's about changing your manhood.
Okay.
Selling your soul.
Let's talk.
It's the Baphomet gang. Noriega took it too.
A little bit about these tapes. Now, a lot of people are wanting to know what's on these tapes, what celebrities are on these tapes, and I believe this is
they done everything to him that you could think
actually
of.
Came and got from his mansion.
Everything
correct?
under the sun.
Is this like copies of those tapes?
But these is not those because after Diddy, what happened was Cassie got whooped down. Everybody seen that, right? Cassie told Beyonce and some other young ladies that what he did. Beyonce told Jay White ain't confront him, so she wanted to get away. She didn't get away because she didn't want to go with Beyonce because she know Diddy would have found her. So Kim took her and gave her all this stuff. Kim got tired. You understand? She was tired from the nose broke. She was tired from her sleeping with her best friend. She was tired from him.
See, they didn't put that out. They put out Cassie because Cassie was the last straw. Because after that, with the alcohol, the company who he went up against Ciroc, that was the last straw because it was a bigger entity than him that went up against him. Kim Porter wasn't really in the how do you say it? She wasn't in the position. It had to be somebody higher. But see, this is how Satan's kingdom is divided against itself, so it can't stand. So what I'm trying to say is, even though you see all this debauchery and everything going on, the Lord Jesus Christ is still on the throne. So he leaves openings. And so what I'm trying to say is, Diddy is the enemy. He got caught up in his own trap. See how it was something that simple. He felt like the liquor company crossed him, but they felt like you crossed us because we bigger than you. So they had access and or could attain access to them tapes because they can pay off people just like he can. Actually, they have more power than he does. So this is how this stuff came out on the news, because the media was paid off to put that on the news. Why would they be hiding Diddy when Ciroc is higher than Diddy? They're more lucrative with the billions. Money talks and BS walks. It's all about power.
In the house, living there and sneaking downstairs, sleeping. She got tired of doing threesomes or foursomes.
You see?
You know what I'm saying? She got tired.
Okay, why you got to do that? Because the devil, this is his playground, and this is what's asked of you. See, at first you get in with your talents, but at the end of the day, they trick you. Satan trick you. It ain't about your talents. It's about your body. Because Satan wants your soul, even though your soul can't be sold, but then again, in a way that it can. I mean, because you can all get a one-way ticket to hell by doing all of this debauchery, all this abominated stuff to where God turns his face against you. Because you are unholy now, you're defiled. Now you're in Satan's kingdom. You're all opened up with all this demonic activity flowing through your body and everything. And then now God don't want to touch you. So now this is why people can't get out of the industry, because you got to turn back to God. And a lot of them can't. They can't do it because the industry, you take an oath. It's a death coat. They'll take you out.
Boyfriend got killed from Def Jam. They found him dead in his bathroom. She was tired. And she told them that she's going to do a book. You understand?
This is how she got red rums, right here.
And it got back to him. And by the time then,
I have a challenge.
Hold on. So let me tell y'all. Basically, to sum it all up, this is what happened. Kim Porter got fed up. She got tired of hoeing, prostituting, being a harlot for Diddy, because now she's getting, she's in the industry, under him. So they prostitute you out, men and women. I told y'all it's all trafficking. This is what they do because it's lucrative in the demonic, which trickles over, manifests into the real world. I'm talking fast. I'm trying to get all the information out. So it manifests into the real world. And then this is what people in high places, these devils, these warlocks, these shamans, these practitioners of the occultic. This is what they do to get the hidden secret knowledge, to be in high status and power. Okay, that was a lot. Long story short, what I'm trying to say is, so she got tired of doing that once she found out she was in the cult and she couldn't get out, right? So she said one day, and she shouldn't have said it to the devil, Lucifer, but she did, who is Sean P. Diddy Combs. She said it got back to him because his ears all around, his backstabbers all around, his snakes all around, his cameras all around. You never alone when you think you're alone. She said, oh, I'm gonna make a book because she's trying to expose Diddy. He took her out with the flu. Let's continue. That's how that happened.
He got into a big altercation and he took everything out. So when they got there, it ain't too much because the feds got it.
Look, this house got raided too.
Doors be kicked in. Not just it.
Along with the Ciroc, I'm saying, like, this is all going down right now. All his whole hierarchy, his whatever, was going on, it started trickling down right then and there, because that's the day he took her out. Remember, she was dead up in the house, unalived up in the house, and then next thing you know, the Ciroc thing with Cassie and all that came out right after.
You understand?
Domino effect.
There's cameras there, but they want to where's the up-to-date tape. One thing, Diddy is, I call it Diddy Lucifer. If you know anything about religion, who Lucifer was. Lucifer was one of the...
He's a light bearer.
He was in charge of music in heaven.
He was a light bearer.
But he was corrupt. So God took away...
Lucifer was the fake morning star. I teach on that.
Bye. And put him out of heaven. So that's what Diddy do. He take kids' bodies. He take men's bodies. He take female bodies.
Are you listening?
Because he want to do that voodoo. He want to do the...
Okay.
The
look.
And he learned that from J-Lo. Understand? J-Lo.
Oh, wow. So J-Lo taught him voodoo?
She didn't teach it, but she introduced it to him.
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
You understand?
Now, hold on. Now, if y'all watch my other videos, go watch my Diddy compilation after this. It's in a playlist, and you'll get educated about everything. I said that Sean P. Diddy is in alchemy. I said he's a warlock. I said that he's in Santeria. I say that he's in witchcraft. I ain't taking no credit. Go watch my video. I've been put it out. This is a deliverance ministry channel that you are on. Okay, I speak of the esoteric, deep, dark, occult things. This is what I teach. So that's what I'm saying. I already knew what was going on a long time ago, but we couldn't put it out. Shh. Let's continue.
They got some type of mystery thing. Some people put horseshoes over it. Some people...
Yes, you have to be willing to give up your soul.
Some people... it's the Bible put in their house. But
it's a way that you give up your soul, and that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's for the industry. It's the Baphomet way.
You understand? Haitian nationality, they got their way. Africa got their way. Jewish people got their way. Catholic got their way. Hey, Chinese got the
okay, I'm gonna fast forward through some of this.
On those tapes, so you said you had Usher. Who else? It was the
Will Smith's son.
Actress, Will Smith's son.
Are you guys listening?
Which one? Because he got a couple.
So they did the gangbang on Will Smith's son, but we already knew it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They use this is the occult. I'm not gonna keep on saying it. So they mess with their family members and they pass them around. They also mess with their parents. Because the more abomination, the more debauchery, the more chaos, the more bodily fluids, the more sickness. You get what I'm trying to say? It causes demons. Demons are attracted to these low vibrational things. And they come in. So they opening up portals in your body, channeling. That's why Orlando Brown crazy like that. It's because his mind is fractured. He's split, right? And when you're split like that, it's an open portal. So if you don't have Jesus Christ in there to fill your temple is filled by demonic, entities because of the vices, the sins, that you're committing, right? It opens the door. So what I'm trying to say is different deities be flying in and out of Orlando Brown, like whenever at will, like whatever emotion that a speaker will produce in him. Like say if they ask him a question, something about his childhood, and it's really traumatizing because trauma causes demons, right? That demon from wherever will fly in and speak through him. I got to do a video on that too. So all of these celebrities are channeling spirits, and I will do a video on that soon. Jay-Z is channeling Frank Sinatra. Y'all think he channeling that he's inspired by Frank Sinatra because of his status and fame and all of that? Nope. Let me tell you why Jay-Z is channeling Frank Sinatra. Because Frank Sinatra was a mobster. Because Frank Sinatra was a mobster. Orchestrated. You know how the mob, like I told y'all in the beginning, everything is organization, crime organization. Jay-Z at the top, crime organization. So he's channeling Frank Sinatra spirit so it can enter him and operate through him. Jay-Z's in the back seat at times. Frank Sinatra's in the front seat, moving and operating, organizing the crime. Do y'all get it? Let's continue. Ooh, I'm telling you. Hold on.
The older one?
I believe that's the youngest one. I don't know which one he got, but the youngest one.
They talk about Jaden Smith.
Yeah. That's the one that the little Karate Kid guy.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, Pursuit of Happiness and all that.
Yeah, and Bow Wow.
All of them.
Damn.
You understand? Even Ray J. Ray J fronting like he want to be
they got him, you know
the
that.
savior, whatever. We all know he's Titty little son. You understand?
You know what he's saying.
Families. You understand? That's why he said the family, why we don't party no more. You understand? Right. He wet his lips and like he LL while we don't party no more.
See?
You know and anybody else like me or you probably say, what you talking about why we don't party no more? What you talking about? We don't hang out. Just got seen you at a party and you was with your people, I was with my people. But that was set there like suspect. Like
and let me tell you, right here, you see the alcohol? Now, we already know Diddy has, he has a legion, right? We already know, right? He has a legion. So I'm telling you now, if you did not know, he has legion. So what I'm trying to say is this alcohol is a form of summoning spirits because, alcohol is spirits. Are you following me? So you can appease a deity and or if you're the altar yourself because deities are in and out of you free at will, then you're an open altar. So when you drink this alcohol, the deities could take possession. This is why he was acting all crazy for the people who saw this video. Oh, daddy, and all this stuff. How come you don't party with me? That wasn't even Diddy. That was that spirit, that alcoholic spirit.
You know what I'm saying? Like he did something he ain't wanted to do. You understand? So the industry right now is at war. If you don't see it, it's at war, and the war is with the feds. You know what I'm saying?
You said the war is with the what?
The feds, the hip hop police. So it's with them. You dirty, got all this money, they coming for you.
The spies.
Hello.
Okay, so now I'm gonna fast forward through this, you guys, but I'm gonna get to the real nitty gritty. Hold on, let me just read y'all this, and then we'll be closing out this video. I want to thank you guys for chiming in. Hold on, we're not done. Wait till y'all see this. This is what y'all been waiting for. This is the kicker. So let me just get through this this commercial, and we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna prove everything what I've been telling y'all the whole time, okay? And make sure you guys like, share, subscribe for more content like this at Morona Prophecy 597. Now hold on. Let me pause this video and let me go to some information. Okay, because y'all don't, man, y'all gonna know after today though. Hold on. That's for sure. Okay. And some of this stuff is explicit, so I gotta be careful with the pictures. That was the bad part about it. Because if you see the picture, but let me just tell y'all what website to go to for the people who really want to go check this out. I suggest you go check it out right after this. But it is the Aleister Crowley Quest for Sacred Sodomy. Okay, so just go look that up in the in your search engine. But let me just read you guys something right fast. Okay, so look, and I'm gonna scan through it. Aleister Crowley had a spiritual journey, and he went to Algeria for magic to open up his third eye. In an exploration of sex magic that ultimately got him kicked out of the Ordo Temporo Orientalis, the OTO, Knights Templar, for black magic and homosexuality. Okay, now hold on. As a matter of fact, I'm going to turn this over. Let me just make sure I don't put it on certain pictures, because certain pictures you cannot see. I'm sorry, you cannot see. You cannot see. Hold on, y'all. Flip it over so you can see, and I'm gonna try to read. I'm not a good reader, but I'm a good researcher. So hold on. So let's see. Look. So I gotta be careful. Okay. So let me read what I want to read. Okay. Some stuff. Okay. Just look at the pictures, and then I'm gonna read what I want to read. Hold on. Okay. I gotta be careful. And then where the camera eyes at? Hold on, y'all. Certain stuff I just cannot show you guys. Okay, look. So in an event, it was a culture then well known for being accepted of what Crowley intended to explore, the taboo realm of homosexual sex magic and the effects of sacred sodomy on the mind. Now, hold on, because I got to be careful. So take a look at that. And then hold on, we'll read more. And then we got to be careful. Any seasoned occultist knows that the sex force is truly the God force made manifest. This is what these people believe, okay? This is the Thelema law. This is what he incorporated. This is what he made. And this is what these people are following because they want to achieve the same thing. So this is what's up in the music industry, okay? So sexual attraction is the most fundamental force in nature, thus the experiments of orgasm, the critical moment in which to transcend human consciousness, the very key to magical power. Now, are you guys understanding? It is a tool. It is a key that they believe that they use because of the, it's like the tree of knowledge, but they corrupt it. It becomes it's the Kundalini, but it is also called, I forgot, but y'all gonna see the picture. You already see kind of the formation, what I'm trying to say. Now, hold on. We ain't even there yet. The moment new life is infused from the spirit realm into matter is the crucial moment when the soul is opened up completely to the influence of demonic, leading the soul to higher states. Did you hear what it just said? Let me read that again, because I think it went over your head. And do you see the Freemason? Do you see the Freemason? Do you see the position of the sexual position? Do you see this over here? See? Because I don't think you guys understand where this stuff originates from. Do you see the sacred geometry, and then you see the sexual position, but this is not what you think this is. It's also women, but it's also relating to the man right now as far as the sex magic is concerned with this Thelema law. Now look, the moment new life is infused, that means put into one, another or each other from the spirit realm into the matter, is the crucial moment when the soul is opened up completely to influence of, let me say that again, I apologize. The soul is opened up completely to the influence of the demonic, leading the soul to higher states. What did I just tell you? Of transcendence, or down to lower states of corruption. Now hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. In consequence, through sexual ritual, the individual can manifest their sacred will in a multitude of ways through magical action and intention. Listen to what I'm telling y'all. Invoking the demonic entities though ultimate focus during masturbation, using orgasm to power your magic, manifesting your spiritual desires. Is y'all listening? Hold on. Diddy. Did y'all just understand what I just said? What I just read to y'all? And we ain't even done yet. I can't even show y'all the picture. Basically, remember how they said Diddy on the tapes, he'd send Cassie in there with somebody to be having sexual relationships. He'd be watching in the dark, masturbating. Ritual magic. See? The news, everybody put it out like it's like he was just doing it and he was just sick. No, he's a warlock. He's harnessing energy and power and exercising his desires to the deities, to Satan, y'all, to achieve and to get more. Listen, here it go again. Is you listening? Look, this is what they practice. Listen, this is what they don't want to tell you. Look, in consequence, through sexual ritual, the individual can manifest their sacred will in a multitude of ways. In many of ways, through magical action and intention, invoking the demonic entities, though ultimate focus during masturbation, using orgasm to power your magic, how do you say this word? Manifesting your spiritual desires. Let's continue. Now, let's be careful. We got to be careful. Because it's getting down to some stuff I can't read to y'all. Now, listen. Sexual alchemy. What did I just tell y'all? What did I just say? Sexual alchemy, the cornerstone of sacred energetic exchange. This is transfer of spirits as well. So, this is how they steal in people's destiny. When they take people out, before they take them out, they already got their consciousness. And what they're doing is they're sharing the consciousness through all the actors. This is why, let me make another example of Orlando Brown. This is why Orlando Brown, it'll seem like he'll turn into different characters. Y'all think he just acting and putting on a show for y'all when really he's demonically possessed. You know why? Because the demons could do it better. Let me say that again. Because the demons can do it better. They can do things that human ability can't do, right? Okay. And then these deities, these minions, are in the industry, entertainment. So they're working with these peoples that are in the music, the entertainment industry. So you have to be inducted. You have to be indoctrinated. You have to be demonically possessed. And yeah, you have to become a witch. This is why Cynthia Erivo and all of them, and then now you see Adriana Grande, they acting weird and they witches now. That's why you see the Olsen twins, they morphing, they been witches, they all on Etsy with their spells and their potions, because this is a demonic industry, and this is what you have to do to branch off. You have to become these things, and then you have to worship these things, and you start looking like the things you worship. Let's continue, because I'm almost done, but not quite there. Okay. And Will Smith is an alchemy. He's a warlock as well. Sexual alchemy, the cornerstone of sacred energetic exchange, unlocking the serpent fires. The serpent fires. Who is the serpent? Okay, the snake. Look, of what? The Kundalini. I told y'all. Through sodomy to awaken Luciferian enlightenment by means of sexual depravity. Let me repeat that. Sexual alchemy, the cornerstone of sacred energetic exchange, unlocking the serpent fires of Kundalini through sodomy to awaken Luciferian enlightenment by means of sexual depravity. Depravity, 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 depravity. This is why these people are sick. Now you understand. This is why they do everything that they do. Because they got to. they got to do this to achieve this. That's what they got to do. The back door to the tree of life. That's what I was trying to say. This is what these people believe in. Your spine is a highway to the infinite. Unblock your chakras. This is what these people believe in. Now, hold on. We ain't done yet. I got to be careful because we getting down to that part that y'all cannot see. In explicit acts of transgression, okay, which is iniquity, which is sin, regarding the Bible, lie the keys to tremendous power through the occult manipulation of the impure substances of semen, blood, and excrement. We unleash the power to fulfill our desires. Okay, the Rothschilds. Okay, the Rothschild parties. Now, who is doing the Rothschild parties? This ain't nothing but the white parties. This ain't nothing but a Diddy party. It's all ritualistic. It's all for Lucifer, the light bearer. Okay, the Rothschilds did it. Aleister Crowley did it. And then what did they do? Okay, Beyonce with the tampon, and then with the rituals she was performing with the Bible. Okay, because they have to do depravity. I just told you guys they have to do the dirtiest. Satan wants the dirtiest, filthiest, defilest things that you can do to your body. Herpes, boils, sexually transmitted demons. Okay, now hold on. Almost done, y'all. We on good time, and stay with me, please. Oops. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, hold on. Because I don't want them to get me. We got to be careful. Woo! Okay, you see that at the top? Hold on. Crowley says, for the highest spiritual workings, you must choose the victim with the greatest and purest force. A boy of perfect innocence equipped with high intelligence, a most suitable initiate will be. Hold on, I gotta be careful. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to read it, okay? Sodomy opens the third eye to Luciferian illumination. It attacks. Hold on, I think y'all can see a little bit of this. Okay, so bam, y'all can see this. Okay, amen. Okay, so look, I'm gonna read it. Sodomy opens. Now you know why the butt is so important. Okay, now you know why Charlemagne the God on the Breakfast Club, why he always talking about the butt. Now y'all understand how they make these people do these things. If you want to move up, if you want to stay lucrative, if you want to stay famous, if you want to stay comfortable, if you want to have all your materialistic things that you have, because they can take everything away at a drop of a dime. Okay, now listen. Sodomy opens the third eye to the Luciferian illumination. It attacks a pressure point of nerves at the base of the spine, causing temporary paralysis and a shift of consciousness. Ritual sodomy benumbs, and the subconsciousness mind succumbs. That means it gives in without any interference from the consciousness of the victim bound. The ritual done penetrates upward with the wand. You know what the wand is, right? Okay. Impressing the nerves at the base of the spine to produce the white light of Lucifer flashing in the initiate's mind, inducing satanic samsara in him. Are you guys listening? It's all ritualistic. Binding the root chakra through the stimulation of the sphincter, opening up the second chakra. Now, you know what they're talking about. They're talking about the male genital part once it is engaged with another male genital part, what it produces, what it does to the mind, and then what it does spiritually to the person. It breaks them, and then the demonic power can come in, y'all. This is black magic. This is alchemy. Y'all, this is what these people are under spells. Binding the root chakra through the stimulation of the sphincter, opening up the second chakra as the prostrate is impressed, breaking the spiritual blockage. You know what the spiritual blockage is? the blueprint of what God made, the man and the woman. You break it when you do this, because this is sacred. This is a breach of contract. This is a breach in creation of God. This is what Satan wants to do, defile humankind, because he hates us. Now, breaking the spiritual blockage once and for all with your, and I can't say that word. You see it. Look. You see that? The soul is beyond male and female. Now, this is your transhumanism. This is how they transhumanize you. This is Baphomet. This is coagula. As it is beyond life and death. And then you move up in levels. Okay? And I got to be careful. Hold on, y'all. I got to be careful, because some of this y'all cannot see. Okay. And let me just read the last part. I got to be careful. Okay, we got to be careful. Okay, wait. Okay, I gotta be very careful. Okay, hold on. So it causes ecstasy. They sacrifice the butt on the altar of the whatever. I can't say it. Joining his root chakra to yours in an act of unholy lust. Opening the third eye through acts of sacred sodomy, where the demon male genital is pleasured through the offering of the acolyte's anus. And I cannot pronounce this word, so I'm going to spell it. Y'all can look it up. ACOLYTES, anus. And the chalice of Satan is filled with an offering of your most potent demon seed, which is the the seed being spilled, the stuff, right? Now listen, your primal masculinity awakening the divine androgyny, or I'm not saying this word right, but let me just show you. I can show you this, I think. Okay, look, this word right here. I can't pronounce it. Y'all know I get tongue-tied. I need some teeth, so donate if you feel led. I'm not ashamed, and I'm serious. In Jesus' name. Look, your primal masculinity awakening the divine androgyny. Am I saying that word right, folks? Androgyny within him, causing him to grow in the likeness of Baphomet. What did I tell you guys? You guys have a good teacher. So make sure you subscribe, because I feel like I'm a good teacher. Thank you. Thank you, Lord. Dissolving the old in a torrent of sperm and coagulating the new life within him as your demon seed absorbs and impregnated deep within by your very DNA, as the essence of your evil infects, his soul. Is y'all listening to this? Oh my God! Hold on. This is ludicrous. Hold on, y'all. I gotta make sure y'all ain't looking at nothing y'all ain't supposed to see. The black flame. See, this is what these people believe in. Now, hold on. Samael and Lilith copulate as one, produce horned Baphomet, called Cain, their son, indulging in pleasures, persevering through pain. Didn't I tell you these people want pain? Didn't I tell you you gotta be pain? Didn't I tell you you gotta be tortured? I told y'all this. Now listen. It says, called Cain, their son, indulging in pleasures, persevering through pain, left-hand paths that lead to the eternal black flame. Behold the power of your unholy rod. As Satan instruments transmits his gifts. This is why these people are talented as well, because now they turned over and have demonic gifts. They how do you say it? They turned in their God-giving talents for demonic talents, okay? And now his gifts sending them to hell with your penis as you open his mind to the devil's control. Is y'all listening to this stuff? These people believe in this stuff. This is real. This is real. Oops. Hold on. Oops. I gotta be careful. Crooning your victim's ear, you tell him, let the serpent enter you through your anus. say some other foul stuff, and this is what Diddy was doing. He taught others to do this. Now, hold on. Okay, I gotta get off of here, y'all. Hold on, though. I gotta read this information. I have to read it. I have to read it. Okay, so magical key. I gotta be careful. To open his third eye, raising the serpent fire with his sphincter before activating the second chakra where the prostate connects to the root, whatever. And then hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me get off of here because I'm not even trying to show all that. Whew, okay, I'm sweating, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Let me collect my thoughts. I'm still here. Hold on 1 second, please. Give me some grace. This is a lot. This is a lot. This is too much. Okay, I'm back, y'all. Hold on. Let me just turn it over to me because I can't hold my hand up there forever. Now, I just can't do it. And let me drink some water. Here I am, guys. So I'm going to end the video right here, I think. Let me just make sure I said what I need to say. Y'all, it's a lot. And when you putting out real information like this, it's hard on me. I'm just going to be honest. I didn't mean to comment this through this video, but it is. Because now y'all see the real, this is what's going on in Hollywood. This is what's going on. Do y'all realize that? This is what they can't tell you. Excuse me, that they want to tell you. So hold on, let me just make sure I'm finna close it out. I really appreciate you guys. I love you guys with Jesus' whole heart. Thank you for tapping in. I didn't get dressed today, so I'm kind of like wild. Please excuse me. You know, everybody is welcome. Come as you are, you know. And I just felt led. I had to get on here today. I had to, you know, I'm not dressed today. I had to get on here because you guys needed to know the truth. This is the truth. Okay, let me just read a little bit more before I get off. I really didn't want my face on here today because I'm not dressed, okay? But it's okay. So, look, so, anyway, let me scan through some of this stuff. The chakra to the third eye or whatever, they're using fluids, right, as a path to the spine that becomes unblocked, right? And it's by the orgasm fries the brain, you guys. And then when it fries their brain, they see some type of light. The light that they see, it opens up the mind to the Luciferian illumination. Is y'all hearing me? Okay, so let me continue. The devil will claim the person forever, but you know you can get saved through Jesus Christ. And then what else is it saying? So the pleasure of the men doing that, they're saying that no woman can ever compete with it. This is why they get turned out, right? Because of this certain feeling and emotion. The devil say it's out of this world, right? And it is, right? It is out of this world. Let me see what else y'all should know. So yeah, the OTO kicked Aleister Crowley out. The OTO. You know, the OTO is higher than I think is it the Illuminati? No, it's the Knights Templar, the Illuminati, then the OTO. I don't know, but it's in ranks, so don't quote me, right? But it's some real high stuff out there, right? So Aleister Crowley, you know how he got his demonic law in effect, even though he died, his demons stayed here, and this is how they got this Thelema law, right? Okay, the Ordo Temporo Orientalis, they kicked him out. So you know this is demonic. I'm pretty sure he was operating with Satan himself, because Satan can't be everywhere at once like Jesus Christ can, like Jehovah, right? But what I'm trying to say is Satan can inhabit a person. And I believe when Aleister Crowley was on this earth, he was inhabited by Satan himself, because he put a whole Luciferian Satanist law out on the earth. Like, he left it here. If it wouldn't have been for Aleister Crowley, it wouldn't have been no Do what thou wilt. You get what I'm trying to say? So he was birthed. Like it was birthed. He birthed that. Y'all, this is crazy. And the Rothschilds, they was had dealings with Satan too. Because look at the patterns. Now, the Rothschilds was before Aleister Crowley, right? But the Rothschilds, go watch my video, The Rothschilds, right? I don't want to play it on this because I don't want to interfere. But I might come back in here. Or I might do a reaction video on my own video, and then y'all can see it that way, right? Because you have to be careful, YouTube streets, right? But what I'm trying to say is, the Rothschilds were directly in connection with Satan too, with Lucifer. When they went to go eat, you know how they would wear those masks with the faces and with the animals on it? This is where Hollywood get their stuff at. Is you listening? From them. Okay, and so when the Rothschilds would have dinner, they would make a plate for Lucifer. Go check out my video. It's called The 13 Families. It's in my playlist. But hold on before I get off of here. And 4763 says, that's wild because didn't Aleister Crowley get saved? No. No. No, he didn't get saved. No, it's no redemption for him. No, he's burning in hell. I'm for sure of that. Yeah, no. He done everything against God on purpose. Like everything. Like he did it on purpose. You might as well call him a modern day Hitler. Like he did everything. He was connected to the fallen ones. Just like Hitler. No. It's no, yeah, crazy work. Yeah, no. No. That's a good question, though. No. So, look, before we close it up, he was also a pansexual. He married 3 different women with a string of lover acolytes. I don't know what that word means. Let me look up that word because that's bothering me. Acolytes. An acolyte is an assistant, a helper, an attendant, servant, a minion, a lackey, a follower, a disciple. Okay, good. So he had a string of lover disciples. Okay, and it was rumored that they had ritual sex with animals. Okay, Hefner. See, they all practiced Thelema. He was into bestiality too. He was making them people do it. Let me tell you who's a victim of MK Ultra if y'all did not know it. What's her name? Nicole, the one her son committed suicide or whatever they say, or OD'd or whatever, and then she died too. What's the one that looked like Marilyn Monroe when she was here? But y'all know who I'm saying. They MK Ultra'd her. I seen that video. They probably swiped it or erased it because they don't want to show you that again. But I see it. I see it. Like, I studied this, so I know. I see it because she was putting lipstick. She was singing like a baby. She had a baby in her hand. It was like a 4-year-old girl standing there with her. I don't know who that girl was, but it was a video that they did on her. They Britney Speared her, is what I'm trying to say. And she was looking crazy too. Anna Nicole, yeah. She's MK Ultra and they abused her. She's an SA victim. That's what I want to say. Yeah. So yes, they definitely thrashed her. Yes. So she was a victim. And they did everything to her. And everything you can think of. Everything nasty that you wouldn't even wish on a dog. They done it. Yeah, they done it. It's real demonic. So, thank you guys. We're at the end of this, and next time I'll be more presentable to you guys. I will be more in order. I thank you guys for tuning in. I thank you guys for sharing. I hope this gets out to the masses. Share the video with somebody, and subscribe. And I love you with Jesus' whole heart. And yeah. And you know, if you guys feel led, donate. It doesn't matter. This is, I never even really mentioned that, but lately I have been mentioning that because it's hard for me to put this video out. Like, it's hard for these videos to be appealing and to, you know, compete with the algorithm. It's just hard, guys. It's hard. So I'm with Jesus Christ. This is a deliverance ministry channel, so make sure you guys tap in for the information. And we talk about the secret, dark, occultic things. This is what we do. Go check out the playlist. I suggest you guys go watch my Diddy compilation. In the playlist, and then also scan through my videos. Okay, everything entertainment. Go look at that. So God bless you. I'm out. It's over, y'all. 2 hours. Woo! I need some water. I need to refresh, hydrate. God bless you. Thank you.